doing some stuff. We have been doing some quests. So right now we currently this character is at level 9 gladiator. The goal is to reach level 30 so we can proceed and become a paladin. All right, so with that being said, wants us to go to the ruins. So we got to go to Central. So let's go over there, get this knocked out. I did keep on logging off of the in town just to take advantage and get some of that rested XP that you get for logging out of town. Besides that, how's you guys this Friday going? It was a little bit windy up here where I'm from. So let's go ahead and head out to Central and continue our fun journey. Thank you for stopping up today, watching the stream, joining us today. All right, let's keep on working our way. So right now we need to work our way right over here. So we're working on the MSQs. In this game, as I said in previous episodes, the MSQs is the best way to level. We will eventually get to the point where we would stop the MSQs for a while once we hit, if I remember correctly, was level 20. At level 20, you can unlock your flying mounts. Your mounts, your chocobos, and eventually you can unlock your flying ones. I do have a playthrough that I've already done on PlayStation with a separate account. Keep on working our way. So we gotta go over here. So work our way with the nice fun journey. I believe we can probably cut through here to make it to where we need to get to. So we have a fate going on. We're gonna let that slide for today. We're just mostly trying to work on the MSQs. Definitely those that are watching. Let me know if you ever played Final Fantasy. As always, I definitely would love to hear you guys' feedback on if you have played it before, or you're thinking about getting into the game. I would definitely love to hear from you guys. Right down there's where we have to go. So during the cutscenes, I won't be talking because I want you guys to sit down so you guys can listen to what's going on and follow the story along with us. Again, I have already played these, so it's a case of I do not, I'm not gonna, I'm gonna be reading some of it just to refresh my mind because it has been a while. But let's get going. I am not gonna break my habit of going through these quick. Give you guys a little bit of time to read. As your typical Final Fantasy game, mostly in the old school ones, you would have to do a lot of reading. There wasn't that many cutscenes. And there's the main baddie of the first original when the game first came out. I do apologize that those are listening to my dog in the background. He's having fun playing with his toy. let's get this going. So where is he at? There he is. As we continue to work our way through here. Turn down the volume a little bit on my mic. On my headset because it feels like it's a little bit too loud going through my ears. So now when you guys do continue to level up, if you guys notice, see if I can zoom out my camera any. Yep. So you guys see that yellow marker right around him on the ground? That is his area of attack. So eventually it's going to get to a point where when you guys are playing this game, you are definitely going to want to make sure you guys keep an eye on that. If you do that, your healers will love you. Duty complete there. Alright. Now we are recording. No, I don't want to skip the cutscene. We are recording as well the stream, which will be posted up shortly after the stream is done for tonight. Apparently he disappeared on us. And as you notice, like I was talking earlier, when you see where in the bottom left where it shows my XP, it shows also the bone XP you get. Or rested XP, however you guys want to look at it. Give these guys a little bit of talking room here. And of course you hear my big baby in the back acting like he's a big baddie. Acting like he's terrifying when realistically he is not. It's mostly sitting back there yelling at the cats probably. We are playing Final Fantasy Online today. It's one of my fun games I enjoy to play. It's one of those I catch myself coming back to it, take a little break from it, play it for a little bit, then go back and continue to play on it. Most of the time it leads me to starting a brand new character. Now, those of you that have played Final Fantasies before, let me know what's your favorite one. Definitely love to hear which ones have you guys played. For me personally, it will be Final Fantasy VIII is my top Final Fantasy game, followed by Final Fantasy VII. And as always in a Final Fantasy game, some of these cutscenes are longer. So, all right, let's keep on going. Have... Again, I'm trying to break my bad habit of scrolling to these fast because I've already done this quest multiple times on other playthroughs. If I recall correct, this character right here's job is a machinist, if I remember correctly. The game does have multiple different classes that you can play. Actually, if I remember at one point it was actually the one that dethroned WoW as the top MMO. You know, it was some articles that I read and videos that I've watched. Um, Let me know if information I got was correct or incorrect. One of my favorite things about playing this game is that I enjoy the fact that you can go through all this solo. Now I was going back and forth. What was I going to stream today? Let me do Final Fantasy because I'm noticing a lot of folks are watching my episodes, so I kind of want to sit down and those of you that have watched the episodes that I've uploaded, um, I was hoping some of you guys just come over, jump on, and let's chat for a bit while we go on this journey to becoming a paladin in the game. I still say one of my favorite things about Final Fantasy is the fact that just the story in every single game, and no two games are identical in the story. All right, let's continue to the next step in the quest and becoming a paladin. And those of you that are watching that are wondering what does that little plant next to my character's name means, it pretty much means it's just a little character. It's a brand new character. Eventually, when I get to a certain point, that will be taken off. Gonna work our way through. We're really not gonna go kill mobs because in this game you don't get that much XP. If we were running dungeons, it would be a different story. But I won't be able to do dungeons. I believe it's to level 10 or 15, somewhere in that ballpark. Hopefully today we get to that point where we can possibly run a dungeon. And again, my bad habit, I apologize. Alright, so in this playthrough, let's continue. Those of you that are watching, if you didn't get a chance to hear, I appreciate you guys stopping up today, watching tonight's stream. Those of you that are watching, please let me know if you guys are a fan of RPGs. Definitely love to hear from you guys. All right, so it wants us to go back to Uda. So what we're gonna do is wants us to go back into town. Yep. So what we're gonna do, we're just gonna teleport. Now, those of you that haven't been watching the episodes, these crystals allow you to go back. There is a cooldown. If you look right there where it says the A button, there is a cooldown on it. I am using a controller in this game. I feel for me, it's a little bit easier. So when it comes to that, I know some folks like to use the keyboard. When you're in dungeons and you're running all the extra plugins in the game and everything, it does help you out more to go keyboard base. I just enjoy running on the controller itself, me personally. And plus, due to me being such a low level, I can have all my stuff right here. Bunch of you guys can modify them. Oop, went the wrong direction. I thought I was going towards the gladiators guild. Yes, this is classified MMORPG, which for those of you that don't know, it's a massive multi-online role-playing game. And if you guys are wondering, one of the character, why do I pick the name Hushin? It's actually a funny backstory. Not so funny depending on how you look at it. So back when I first started playing MMOs, back in Final Fantasy, original Final Fantasy Online, which in that the numbers of the Final Fantasy would be Final Fantasy 11. That was actually the random game that was given to me by the game, and I just kept on using it throughout all my years playing single player games or MMOs. My first character I ever created would be that name. I was actually part of a group that I used to play a lot with, uh, and it just stuck by me. So there we go. We got a quest completed. Quest and duties. That is what the dungeons are called in this game. Yep, right there with that level up, I unlocked right there that which causes me to gain aggro as I'm competing, as I'm fighting. So if you take a look, the symbol iron wheel is an effect that increases enemy. So easiest way to put it, as I attack, I gain aggro. So what we're gonna do now, we have to go back and where does this want us to go this time? Western. Work our way over there to Western and go run this duty, as like they like to call it. When you do run those, you do get a chance to get better gear. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at it and go have some fun with it. Keep on running this direction. All right, work our way that way. Yep, that is where we're going to go. Wants to go over here first. And we can actually go over there and run that. Did ask me if I wanted to use the chocobo. I think I'm actually, just for the sake of you guys not having to see me make this run, I'm going to go ahead and use the chocobo. There we go. We just knocked out a real quick quest. Guess unfortunately you guys are you're gonna have to watch me make this trip on foot. So where we gotta go, work our way over that way. So we're gonna cross the bridge. We may possibly run into a fate while there. We may just participate in it for fun. As you notice, there's another player right there. Looks like they are working on one of their quests. Eventually, I'll go through and actually. Nah, I want to participate in that. Alright, keep on working our way to it. Besides that, well, we make the long journey. Those of you that have played on Finals of Fantasy 14, let me know what job classes you guys do. Definitely be something I would love to hear. Alright, we got our one rose. I could definitely do the stream of that tomorrow. I just wanted to do this today, try something a little bit different. I noticed that the episodes I've been doing have been getting some views. Some folks wanted to. I was hoping some folks jump in, come sit down and talk with us, do a little bit of chit chat, get to know folks that are watching the content. Alright, so we got another piece of gear. Let's see what. Rose was definitely a fun game. I did enjoy that one. Looking forward to it coming out. That's definitely one I'm definitely gonna go grab. What was your part that you enjoyed of the stream when I was streaming Rose? Change anything? So this is what I was talking about in the episodes. There's really no point in buying gear due to you pretty much get equipped as you continue to level and do quests. You'll get gear. So let's go to armory. Right there. That was definitely fun in that game. I'm not even gonna lie about that one. I really did enjoy that part. Eventually, I will do some stuff off stream on Rose, um, to keep it going. Build up. Maybe consider building up that pirate camp. Alright, we continue down with this. Go over here. And let's go run this. Alright, learn that. Let's make our way back over here. continue with our journey. More gear. Let's go here. There's more of them over here, so I'm going to go ahead and go down here and take care of them. As in your typical MMOs, hunt down, kill 10 of this, 5 of those. I gotta go kill 2 more. You guys notice that orange area is where the game predicts where you can find most of the mobs, so you guys can kill. And go get 1 more. And then we can continue with our quests. If you notice, I've already lower level. As you're leveling, you're gonna feel like it goes faster. Eventually, you get to the point in these kind of games where you feel like you're going forever. But the fun part is the journey. So actually, if I can do this, go to Duty Finder. Yeah, see, not ready to do Duty Finder yet. A little bit of a slight delay there. So now it wants me to go to Central. I believe correctly gave me another chest piece. Yep, right there. Let's go ahead and equip that on the character. And now we get to go have the fun. Go right over here. That's where we just came from. Let's work our way over here. And I still didn't forget about our Icarus journey, so we're definitely going to be doing that as well. I'm just doing some stuff off stream so you guys didn't have to sit down and watch all the boringness of the fun of the grind of a survival game. Take a look. We walked into a fate. Let's go ahead and participate. Let's get this map off of here. definitely have to watch the attacks. Because as you notice, my HP has gone down a little bit. Have a tendency, my aggressive playstyle has a tendency to get the best of me. There we go. Gained a little bit of XP and got a little bit of coin. So I'll take it. A win's a win. Alright, let's keep on. Working our way over here. Let's get rid of that. So one thing with these MMOs, they have a tendency to get very cluttered with your map getting cluttered. And that markers where we gotta go. Another fake joined it up in the process. I'm not going to participate in that one. So through this playthrough, it's only going to be, I'll be playing with this character either when I'm streaming or doing the episodes. I want us to sit down and have this journey together to reach Paladin. So we got to make our way right up there. So on our way there, we're going to make a pit stop right there and link ourselves with that one. With the fast travel crystals. Or attune ourselves, like the game likes to call it. Alright. It's another reason why I want to get them out, just to make the traveling a lot faster. There we go. Now we can fast travel there. Ooh, just gain another level up. So those of you that are reading what they're talking about, the calamity is when those of you that don't know the backstory of Final Fantasy 14 Online, the game when it first released out, it was at a bad state. So the developers actually destroyed the world and remade it into what it is today. Where does this want us to go? Usually I like to line myself up. So it's in this direction. So we got to go right over here to this marker. Anytime you see mobs with those red triangles like that on top, it means that they will aggro to you if you get too close to them. Just like that. I just don't feel like fighting them at this moment. These little guys do like to jump you often at this area right here. I've died a couple times playing in the past doing these, just trying to speed through the quests. So instead, now I just take my time. It's one of my bad habits in games that I play. I try to rush through it too much. Continue. I should have him almost down. Now let's work our way down. Go back to the next area. This one we got a new pair of gloves. Let's go ahead and equip those. Give us a little bit more survivability. Oh, we did get a better helm, so let's go put that on the character. So I gotta go to Western. Teleport? Western. So this is what I was telling you in during the recordings. To travel, it does charges you some money, but just for the time's sake of you folks not getting bored. All right, let's work our way to the next area. If I remember correctly, we'll make it to here. Once we get to this area, we get to meet a couple people that are gonna follow us throughout the journey, throughout our journey. So we finally have a shield now. That'll definitely help us with survivability, with us being a paladin as well. Thank you for joining the chat. How you doing this lovely Friday? We just gained the provoke skill. That's going to be actually a good one to have when we start running the duties for tanking. All right, it's time for a cutscene. These little guys, I love. I love watching their reactions when they emote. No, those of you that do have the console, I know a few years back it was given to, as a freebie. So if you didn't collect it then, unfortunately, I'm not 100% sure if on console you can still purchase it. All right, let's continue going on our journey. Ooh, looks like we have a little bit of a revenge plot going on. One down. Let's get another one down. All right, let's take a look. I kind of don't. If those of you that are reading, I don't want watching. I don't want to talk over top of what you guys are trying to read them. Let's head back to Horizon. So time to teleport back to steps. Alright, let's keep on going and continue with our quest line to having some fun. And ultimate goal is eventually at one point get to where we become a paladin. Oh, thank you for coming up and stopping up and hanging out with us today. How's your Friday going? Oop. Looking at the chat, I wasn't paying attention. Which direction I was going. So we're gonna make our way to the Gladiators Guild right now. With the Gladiators Guild, we are in hopes of becoming a paladin. Wrong one. Alright, let's continue this journey. There's so much talking in there, I really didn't want to do a whole lot of talking for those of you that are watching. Um, Thank you for stopping up, spending some time watching the stream. I greatly appreciate that. Leave a couple comments. We can sit down, chit chat, have a good time. We are working on today, for those that just recently joined, we are working on our Paladin quest line. So this quest we just got done doing was one of the ones involved in it. We are currently playing as a gladiator. We are at level 16. Wrong turn. All right, let's see. some doing some stuff. We have been doing some